We rolling.
All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the Hebrew Israelites from GMS Cleveland. We out here with the Hebrew Israelites from GMS Nebraska.
Shalom.
We out here another weekend, week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. We're gonna start by pointing to the east. We're gonna give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Giving double honor to the Apostle Ed's great millstone. Peace and blessings go to the truth and security and Kwam Yasharala. Somebody got Matthew 24 and Ezekiel 33 and 33. Because right now you got prophecies popping off again. And if you keep out been noticing, prophecy it's been coming to pass. We just tell you see Revelation 6 and 6 how the money is being inflated. There's a point in time where you didn't hear about World War III. There was a point in time where the president he wasn't even hear about the meeting. Who heard about Obama? Who heard about Bill Clinton? Now you're seeing the president. You're seeing the Russian Vladimir Putin. It's always a constant rumor war. It's always something going on in the news that's showing you the world is heating up. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there should not be left here one stone upon another. Yeah, Yahushua, he was so cold with that. When you read this chapter, it's speaking about now, but you also have verses that's talking about 70 AD and in that time period. Because the temple was still standing when Yahushua was speaking. This is how we know that Yahushua, who you people call Jesus Christ, we know he was a prophet because he spoke about the temple being destroyed. While he was speaking, the temple was still standing, and in due time, the temple did fall. He was a prophet to speak before he did it. Matthew 24 and 2. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there should not be left here one stone upon another. And if I can say, Yahushua wasn't talking to everybody in the nation of Israel. He was only giving game to those that truly believed in him, which would be his disciples and the believers. This truth, but the point of that I'm trying to say is this prophecy is not going. Everybody's not going to bow the knee to prophecies, but only the elect. So that's why we're out here preaching and prophesying and warning our people about what's about to come to pass. We know 2/3 of our people are not going to receive this message. But just like Yahushua did back then, we're teaching a select few. We're doing the same thing, man. That's it. To him that I hear. It says, that shall not be thrown down. Verse 3. And as he sat upon Mount Olivet, the disciples came unto him privately saying. So this is a private conversation. Just like the brother was going into. This wasn't for everybody. This wasn't just no open conversation. You had gatherings around Yahushua. You had droves of people at times. This time it was a secret conversation. Eventually it was flourished. But in this time period, like the Lord said, he gave his secrets to the prophets and to his friends. It says, and he sat upon Mount Olivet. The disciples came unto him privately saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming and the end of the world? Yeah, somebody got a word world in the blue letter, but this is what we was looking for. This is what we're looking for today. Because these are the signs of when Yahushua gonna come back. It's not fucking the 1800s to 1900s where our grandkids, we don't know. We see the signs here today. And the chapter about to go into the exact signs to look for. Verse 4.
Can I make a personal statement? Not only was it the temple in AD, but it was a double prophecy because it was alluded to us as well. And I'm saying the Lord was going to rebuild us up, and I was going to get this trick precept to prove that. In Matthew 16 and 18, it says, and I say also to thee that thou are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell did not prevail against it. So ultimately, that's what Yahushua was alluding to. He was also talking about, the temple as well. All right, and that's what we're doing. Peter was the first brick that was laid upon the foundation of Yahushua, and we're a bunch of bricks as well. Okay, and that first brick is important because if you line it up wrong, it's going to throw the whole building up.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. Ye also are lively stones, are built up a spiritual house, a holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High, by Yahushua Mashiach.
We was building with the swords in our hands, and we was intended to the walls, okay, and reassuring the walls. All right, and how do we reassure those walls in the temple with the prophecy? Okay, we come out here and prophesy the downfall of the kingdom. We ain't talking about no fringes, borders, marriages, giving in marriage. All right, the scripture says in the days of Noah, we're talking about prophecy. All right, the will of the Heavenly Father. You got these other guys out here talking about laws and how you should deal with women and how you should deal with the, that little basic, insignificant things. All right, because the will of the Father trumps the law, man. All right, and that's if you're avoiding prophecy, then you're ultimately avoiding the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, because a lot of y'all want to drag it out, but when you're beating down the law, there's no true direction. Okay, the law needs us stable, it needs us honest. Because the Lord wants us to walk in a certain direction. Just like us wandering in the wilderness of Egypt, we can wander in circles and keep the law, but you still got to get to the promised land, right? The only way you do that is if you follow that chariot, and that chariot is representative of the will of the Heavenly Father. All right? And when we was in that wilderness, we sat and waited sometimes days, weeks, all right, until we got on the move. Okay? And that's how we're supposed to be doing here. And the only way you do that on this side, this time, is via through prophecy. The only way you get locked into prophecy is in second Ezra, the 9th chapter, the end is being made manifest, being on the as a watchman, being on the tower, okay, watching out for what's going on, all right, as a prudent man looking well to his going, okay, and that's what we're doing. We're very, Lord's will we remain, but we're prudent in prophecy. So we'll let you know, like the brother was talking about, telling you that, Donald Trump's all over the news. You got this paladin, you got, all kind of, technological advances that lead towards the MOT political advances. And we're on a watchtower warning the people. All right? A lot of these congregations, you start talking about that, they're going to be like, why are you mentioning that for? They barely know the MOTB, man. We're the main ones pushing it because that's the will of the Heavenly Father, man. All right? Every prophet came down and told you about said dangers that would have come before. They weren't coming down saying, oh, man, why you ain't got this on? Like, you already should know that, nigga. You should know that you're supposed to have this on and operate like this and don't do that. You should know the law. All right? What I'm saying is come here to tell you to do is you better stop doing that before the Lord do X, Y, and Z to you. All right? That's what we're here for. We're not here to tell you can fucking read. Go open the books of Moses and go get what you need. But we're here to tell you that if you don't stop doing this, the Lord said that this is going to happen, and you can see a little bit over there, you can see a little bit of signs over here, all right? And we give understanding to the matter, man.
And that's a beautiful point because you mentioned 2 Ezra 9, and it tells you to do what? Measure the time diligently in itself, right? Like you said, there wasn't a point in time, they wasn't comfortable just bringing out the microchip, just speaking on it, article after article after article. And for years, decades, the apostle has been talking about your health record's gonna be on there, your ID gonna be on there, you're gonna be able to make payments with that. That's what their whole goal is. Now in these times, they got Maha, all right, make America healthy again. And then what they're doing, they're targeting the kids. We don't want to give them unhealthy food. So that's gonna lock you in a sense. Now they talking about you need a real ID. All right, so that's your identification to it. Now now they're talking about the stable coin and digital currency in all these different countries. So all of this is leading up to the MOTB. And you think we got years and years and years left for this? No, man. The Lord said he's shortening the time.
It's not because they signed to Elon Musk. Nobody bats an eye at that. This nigga is like he's king of the MOTB.
Yeah.
Then he's hiring lobbyists, getting lobbyists in this not even voting people in, and nobody bats an eye because nobody's into prophecy, man.
Yeah.
Okay? That was beautiful because all those areas, you know, that the brother talking about the stable coin, the Bitcoin, the big beautiful bill, all kind of reforms going on. That's squeezing in tightening that rich grip on that lug nut, man. All right? Until eventually, no one's going to have anywhere to go. You guys will be stuck in 15-minute cities, you know, because they got AI workers, you know. Niggas like, oh, boy, I don't got to work this much anymore. You about to lose your job. The supervisor's going to lose his job. So where are you going to work? They're not going to need you for work anymore. They're going to just harbor your ass and give you stipends, man.
Like you said, nobody's betting an eye. They talking about 15-minute cities. They talking about universal base income. You're going to own nothing to be happy. Like, all of this is going on, and y'all still thinking about the Super Bowl. Y'all still thinking about Diddy's situation. Y'all still thinking about which celebrities is breaking up. All of that. And they got you right where they want you to not even be looking at what's coming, man.
You got to prove it, man. Look at where it's going because the niggas don't dig. They don't do their research. They don't try. They've been beaten like a broken horse to where the only thing they have available is consumption. Okay, so they just want to sit in front of the TV and be told what it is. All right, they don't want to go and do their research and find out for themselves or go and search.
They want the Bible to say America will be destroyed on this day. They want to expose that, and they don't have to do that ever again. That's a sign. That's how Jake is. They need to see it, and it's time to go through. Yeah, and if they don't see it, they stay in gross darkness. Yep. That's why you niggas gonna die. That's exactly why you're gonna die, because you're in the spirit of mirth, and the world is coming to an end. Just because you don't see it, doesn't mean it. Just like the brother just said, that's why we're out here to tell you, to show you the signs. The Lord don't reveal the signs. See, He reveals the certain problem, right? We're not standing out here. This is a serious business, and your life is on the line.
This ain't no movie where the bomb got a count on. This bomb got a count on. And he the only one that has a bomb over there. Lord told him that's a bomb. It is dangerous. You know? I come over here every day. I do this every day. Every day. You know, yesterday Christ ain't today Christ, man. Everything ain't the same. But as prophets, we're watching things change that the average person don't see. Okay? They don't go to the food, they start losing food stamps. You know, when the rent start getting high, groceries go up, they just are sensual to the touch. See, they touch. That's the only time you react. Have no proof. You got that verse?
Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believe in every word.
Yeah, you get on the news. Like the brother said, they stop talking about it. Why? Because they ain't on the news no more. Okay? And you know, the break from Ukraine. They don't care if Ukraine no more, but they're still at war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a moment.
It's just on TV. It's something for you to talk about, man. Okay? But that, again, that's all by design, by a systematic program of oppression, which turns you into a consumer. Okay? They beat you down and tell you ain't nothing, and then say, here's some things, and you can solve it down without thinking. Is this helping for me? Alright? You know, you in so much oppression and they're beating you down from all sides, rent's going up. Breaking news, this is why rent's going up, and you just eyes up, let me hear the lie, and you just take it as gospel, man.
Hey, bro, because when we put up to your crib last night and the brother pulled up, that's downtown. You know that the club that's right, it's all kind of parking spots. It's midnight. It's midnight, and ain't nobody there. Normally, it's people that, like you said, it's too much shit is going on to where people that spirit of earth is leaving the earth, man. That's what's going on.
Scripture says, blessed is he who have believed and not seen. Y'all niggas like to wait till the last minute. You know, once the prices skyrocket, a lot of niggas gonna be running up and trying to figure things out, but there's gonna be a famine of the word, man. It's like, you know, that's one of the last dreams or visions that's been put out. Yeah. The ministry of GMS is that, hey, this is gonna be one of the last videos. You ain't gonna be able to pull up to the prophets when you feel like it and say, hey, teach me something, nigga, with that type of energy. Tell me what you know so I can get myself squared away. You're gonna go looking and he may be found. Yeah. And it's gonna be a time where he's not gonna be found.
Proverbs 14:15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Yeah, and that means the prudent, to be prudent, it means to pretty much to see ahead. Yep. All right, to figure it out before you come across it. All right, that's like going to a baseball game with no seat, no nothing. Like, oh, I should have bought a seat. Well, hindsight's 20/20. Okay, so don't wait till all hell breaks loose and say, oh, I need to go to the Lord. That's not faith. Because again, he goes down as blessed are those who have believed and not seen. All right, he been told that he's coming back with a sword. Okay. He tell you the book of Peter that knowing that heaven and earth shall be destroyed, but man or person ought ye to be and all holy conversation values. So what are you doing? That's about right now. Heaven and earth ain't gonna be destroyed till a little bit down the line now, but it's not here yet. It hasn't fully manifested. So that means you're supposed to be acting accordingly to show the Lord that you're faithful, that you believe in His word, that you believe that the Most High is. Yahweh Shah has done the sacrificial lamb. Alright? But your actions show that you're full of fucking bullshit. Alright? They do a lot of fucking talking. I love God. I know like God loves me and all this. He knows my heart. Yeah. Like bullshit, but you don't have no action, man. Alright? And we're in a beautiful place because we're in the midst of bullshit and we're choosing life. Alright? We got liberty to go eat pork, commit adultery, to do all kinds of drugs, to believe in any kind of God, and nothing will happen to us in this society, but yet the men of the Lord are choosing the so-called low life, you know, because if you're a man of the Lord here, it's going to suffer, man. Like the Israelites said in the book of Maccabees, since we have departed, our lives have been, horrible and tedious, roughly paraphrased. Okay, in the first chapter of the book of First Maccabees. You know what I'm saying? And we chose that life and we love it because we understand that this is way more valuable to the source of revelation. Y'all are poor, but thou art rich. Rich in what? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding is the Holy Spirit, prophecy. Okay? It's a blessed thing. So you go to take your money out the bank before it crashes. Yeah. You know, I might have $25 in that motherfucker, but you ain't gonna have nothing. You know?
So Romans chapter 13, verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Yeah, the night is far spent. This ain't the 99 and the 2000s, man. You know? This ain't what? Shit started hitting the fan when the Yahweh Shai hit the earth. Yep, that's when the latter days began. But there's progression in stages. Yeah, slavery, if it was my time, we're out of sleep with slavery. But then you get to like the 1950s, MK Ultra, eugenics, and all that shit. The night was far spent. All right, man, this dude ain't with us, man. You know, never gave you nothing for free, and then they roll out the magic carpet of 2020. You know, they tell you in business, if something's for free, you're the product. Okay? That's a statement that they tell you. But Jake don't believe whatever Esau say, man. And I hate everything we say. Alright?
Yeah, the scripture said, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter, man. And that's talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Seminole Native American Indians, man. You just through, man. Isaiah 60 says, gross darkness to people, meaning you completely engulfed in ignorance, man. You know, you would rather choose. You know, you come up here and ask questions, you don't answer, you try to gainsay it. You know what I'm saying? When we prove it to you, even when you go into like articles or like studies or research, you try to, oh man, well, have you ever experienced? What does that have to do with you? You ain't never lived it. Well, the research says that these certain amount of people have went through it. They just the scriptures say they are willingly ignorant, man. All right, that's why you're gonna be destroyed, man.
And that's they're held guilty because you don't do Esau that, man. Esau told you they from that land and nobody questions it.
Right.
None. You know, they tell you about what happened during World War II with Adolf Hitler. Nobody questions it. Okay? Nobody questions it. Them people weren't getting killed. They were being experimented on, but they weren't getting executed. All right? But nobody bats an eye at that. And then, like the scripture say, when a rich man speaketh, everybody holds his tongue. Y'all don't say nothing about Jake's oppression, and it's a historical known fact. And then on top of that, you try to whitewash it in race, what they call it critical race theory. They try to take that out of schools. Okay? But y'all make sure that everybody remembers the Holocaust.
Yeah.
All right? But at the same time, this is the wiles of the devil. All right? And the word wild goes back to wicked, man. Okay? That there's the wiles of the devil, which is trickery, and pretty much a sleight of hand. You know, they'll sit there and tell our people, forget about slavery, remember about the Holocaust, all right? And then at the same time, they'll be paying them billions of dollars. If we give y'all reparations, it'll crush the economy. But you got money to send off to these niggas, they ain't even in this land, man. All right? They ain't got nothing to do with it. But we know what it is. It's like it is, bro.
They say it would take $1 billion to give everybody free energy in this country. It take another $1 billion to fucking feed all the homeless they would come. This nigga was spending close to a couple billion over there to supply them, while you and your family was laying up on the corner. While you and your family was eating fucking on the food there, kids you got those, while you was begging on the streets for change, these people were sending millions to Ukraine, sending billions to Israel, and they look at y'all, they look away and they wave their hands and look at dogs in the border. That's how they look at y'all. Well, then they niggas say, oh, the sky is green. You all say, it makes sense. I've never noticed that tent in the sky. Yeah. White man, he got the answers. Yeah. That's your mindset.
He'll get on TV, show you the CGI and the AI and A's, and you all wooed and shit. Being simple. Yeah, I got it. You know?
It says the United States has an agreement to provide approximately $3.8 billion in annual military assistance to Israel, which includes funding for military financing grants and missile defense programs.
Yeah, that's the reason of the plot. That's Amalek. All right? Amalek will be the ones that's going to take the third, they're going to trigger the Third World War. And we can see the prelude of it when they call for that ceasefire. They say, all right, I ain't going to do nothing safe. And just start letting loose bombs. Like, that's what the hell I want, man. All right? So the thing is, they like these are like a virtue signal and put out, oh, I'm doing good. I'm about to do good unto them. But you got countries that really need, hey, Africa ain't got no electricity. You know what I'm saying? There's bums. There's no way that there's bums in America and you sending billions of dollars somewhere else. But then when a nigga kills niggas and then they go around and protest against Esau, they'll tell you, you need to worry about yourself first before you start telling us about us. You know, you need to worry about black on black crime. Well, you need to worry about American on American poverty. Okay? But you guys sending billions of dollars to Israel, billions of dollars to Ukraine. We ain't talking about that's like $3 billion annually, probably more than that, like 24. Okay?
You just don't like to play with those numbers, man.
And guess whose money that is? That's our money. That's our money. And if we don't pay our taxes, we go to jail, but you're taking that money and putting it out here, but the road is shit, the food is high, rent is high, the buildings are breaking down and decaying. Even after Biden signed this bill for massive construction nationwide, and shit's still falling apart because it's all indicative of prophecy. This place is CTD, circling the drain. The Lord said, "He shall build it; He will go down." Having these World Economic Forums saying what you plan to do in 2028, 2030, and shit like that. 2033, it should be all smart cars, all that bullshit, man. The Lord's gonna tear that shit down, man. That's why I'm speaking boldly before everybody faces, man. All right?
So Sirach 26, verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffered poverty.
Yeah, because, hey, that's one thing I always like to piss off on. That's some whole ass shit. You out here, got these people out here doing these wicked ass wars, and you still ain't taking care of them, man. You offer them free medical care, but it takes an arm and a leg just to get this shit, from what I hear.
Right.
Every village, every person I talk to is like, I deal with the VA, man. They getting me around. Every person, man. But they'll sit you down at the recruitment table and say, yeah, you get free college, free this, free that. But they don't tell you how much, how you gotta go to war first before you go to school. They don't tell you when you get that free medical care, I'm gonna give you shit, man. You had to come here and show me your missing arm for me to believe it's missing.
And now in the news, you see them removing Medicaid with that new bill. What is it? Big bill. You moving millions of people off of Medicaid, man. So you're gonna see a lot of people out here that took that juicy juice. They're gonna start dropping dead and they're just gonna be in the streets, man.
They're gonna come. They're going on purpose because they'll come out with a new Medicaid system. That's why this dollar is doing what it's doing, because they're coming out with a new dollar. All right. This medical system is skyrocketing on purpose where you can't financially afford it. $300 a month, hitting you over the head. They made it mandatory. Every president is doing something different that's in line with their system. Okay? Because to Obama, that's when we had to have medical system. We didn't need it at that point. So they lock you in there. Then you get the Biden and all them, or Trump. Then you get Biden, and then start discrimination, and what Trump did is get people bill. Then you have side bills and skyrocketing over here, over there. Okay? And then now they got you locked in the chip bag, but you have to have medical insurance, or else you're gonna get taxed. And then you can't afford it. Then the rent's going up. You're having to pay for solutions. It's 15 minutes in, bro. Move right on in. And then women, whoever's on Section 8, Medicaid, any type of government assistance, you're gonna run to Esau when shit hit the fan. And they're gonna be like Rick James, like Dave Chappelle. It'll be like that with open arms for your stupid ass to run you in somewhere and to chain you up. Alright? Because you can't go to a bank and go ask for a loan, they'll give you shit. So why would they take care of your life? And they're gonna help you out in real life on some regular shit, man. They bailing out banks left and right. But won't give you a bump on your rent because you got sick one day. You got sick for a week for taking that dabber walk. That's on you, nigga. It's on you. You should sit up. Well, I'm sorry. You know? That's a precept.
This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Everybody is in mourning.
Everybody's in mourning.
Everybody.
Everywhere. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I mean, when the righteous come into rule, that's what we're trying to usher in. We want the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to come on the scene so the righteous can be in rule. Because right now the wicked is in rule. That's why you people are suffering. That's why the brother just said you got soldiers that are winning war after war after war, and they're laying out on the street. They can't get no insurance. They ain't got no coverage. Okay, Keisha about to lose big. All right, all you black women losing your jobs. You gotta go back home into the kitchen to your husband's now. You see, that's righteous. That's what this devil knew what he was doing when he took you out the house. But now it's time to go back to the Lord saying, seek the old way, man. And that's what we're talking about right now.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 6, verse 24. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of the people. And that welfare goes into taking care of your citizens. You know, and like the brother was mentioning, when the kingdom of heaven is set up, everything's gonna be restored. Everybody's gonna get a fair shake, so to speak, right? And the heathens are still gonna be in captivity, but they're gonna be set up in their own areas. Nobody's gonna be wanting for nothing, man, right? So I just want to.
Just like the Israelites in Egypt, in the wilderness, they was murmuring and complaining because they couldn't eat. the food that they would eat, they couldn't go without for a little while, man. All right? And they was complaining in the wilderness, we ain't got no meat, we ain't got this, we ain't got that. But your ass was running from Pharaoh at a point. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And it's going on the same thing now. Esau's putting hell on Jake, they're pressing him, and they calling out the Most High. But then the Most High is responding like, yeah, I'm gonna shut this whole thing down. Oh no, don't do it like that. I like my big screens. I like your wigs. You like your J's and your flat screens and all that. You just want Esau to lay off, give you a little bit of money. You want food, and it ain't gonna happen. Right? The Lord, the thing. What the Lord's gonna set up is way more beautiful, beneficial to us than this. You're just used to driving fast, but you've never been in a city where time is not relevant. So why the fuck do you go anywhere fast? You know, like there's a place in Norway or Poland, and it's a place where it's like 18 days a night and like 30 or 40 something days a day, and they say there's no concept of time. They just get up and start working when they like, okay, let me start working, man. Like nobody's like in Hawaii, they say I'm on island time. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand that when you wake up in the morning, you ain't packing your pockets, you know, where my kid at? I know you in there toilet, all that shit. Like there's a level of peace that's the boys. That's better than a flat screen. You gotta run home to catch your favorite show because you stressed out from work. Nah, man, you get to actually enjoy your family, man. Your kids ain't bad and shit. You don't gotta worry about pedophiles running around. You know, you can let your kids, like I like to make a boast that, you know, in the kingdom of heaven, man, I'm gonna just have a veil over my door. I ain't gonna need no rock. You know? Your kid go outside, they running. You don't gotta worry about somebody doing them something, teaching them something stupid or anything like that. Anything happen, they could just wake up in the morning, diaper on, just be walking straight outside, straight through the city, sitting on a lion back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, it's time to eat, son. Lion, bring my son. You know, that's a level of peace, bro, that people don't even understand because they're in the conditions of slavery, man. All right.
Go ahead.
Bring them out.
2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
The thing that's not seen is prophecy, aka the kingdom of heaven. All right? Like, y'all can't see it. It tells you that a lot of even people that know that they're Israelites, they can't see afar off. Okay? We always talking about the kingdom. That's the only thing we locked in on, man. Okay? The Lord's giving us we looking for perfect goodness. And if you need some type of physical representation, go to the kingdom of Solomon. I mean, our kingdom of Israel when Solomon was ruling, man. All right? We was up in prestigious position. We ain't sitting at fucking labor ready. You know, you good with your hands, you like working hands, and you lift 80 pounds, 2,000 times a day. You gotta say that. You know, you gotta say that. You gotta say that. You know, you gotta be struggling and shit. Hurt, back hurt, fingers hurt, get up in the morning, hurting and shit, man. Still gotta go to work. You know?
Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 42. He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide.
Now this place, glory don't abide. You can't start swimming. If you get your woman, these hoes are trying to live a fantasy marriage instead of, because marriage in itself is more of a priority and responsibility before it's love and emotion. You get that after. You get what the fuck you're supposed to do. It's just like signing up for a job. You sign up for it and you get good at it, eventually you're gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? That's how marriage was, man. That's why they were espoused at a young age. And that's why a lot of women and people in today's society don't understand that kind of context. What if she didn't? It didn't fucking matter. She was supposed to be fruitful, multiply, take care of her husband. That's what women took pride in that about. Childbearing, having kids and shit. Now it's flip-flop because there's no glory. The glory don't abide here. Women have their food into education. Okay? Men have their food into chasing money and riches. All right? The Lord brought us here to be families and communities, man. He said, be fruitful and multiply. He didn't say go get degrees and become super wise. Right? The whole concept of education, niggas running. Everybody, every fucking time you have a kid, you want them to start the fuck over. That's dumb as hell. Then it's fun. 30, 40 years, 50 years on earth, on all this information, and then want your kid to start all the way to come over. You're gonna learn how to make a car from scratch, and you want him to be an astronaut and shit. Like, no, he should keep doing what you're doing and perfect it. And you don't have to go to school and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to do something that your dad already know how to do. And it still works out to this day. Go to these boxers, man. Floyd Mayweather, his dad. You know? Like all these guys have parents involved in their lives to help them increase and further where they need to go. But nowadays, you're too damn busy to raise your kids. Why? Because of systematic oppression. All right? Systematic oppression. You don't bat an eye at it, man. All right? It's not more than a lot of kids.
Therefore, they say for the weak, but the day of doom shall be the end of the sun, and the beginning of
the day of doom shall be the end of this where the Lord don't fly that, man. Where the women actually they love their men because they're Israelites. Alright? You don't gotta sit there and take them to restaurants to prove to them that you want to deal with them. Alright? You deal with them and then you give them a day, it's supposed to be a natural flow of human interaction. Esau fucked that all up. You can't even walk up the street and deal with somebody. He has to construct, hey, how you doing? Good morning. That should be all in faith. How you doing? I ain't doing too good. They go like, oh, and then walk off.
negative.
Because it ain't real, man. It's a structured way to deal with individuals on this earth, and it's not interactive with our real nature, our spirit, man. Jake be going through it, got a face on because society don't want you walking around with your face turned. Okay? You gotta act like everything's okay when it's not and shit. Alright, this place is fucked up, man. And you gotta act like it's okay because it's not the norm.
But the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of the immortality for to come, where corruption is not.
That's one major fucking benefit, not fucking, but major blessed benefit to the kingdom of heaven that we should live forever. Your ass gonna drive a Hellcat. Live forever, Hellcat. Live forever, Hellcat. You know? Like you can't get pork, pork live forever. Pork live forever. BBL live forever. Like, come on, man. I take live forever for 500. You know?
In temperance that is infidelity is cut off.
Yeah, let's get that word infidelity. Infidelity is cut off, man. Like niggas like y'all ain't out of oppression, man. You must like driving down the street with police behind you, don't know what the hell is gonna happen. You must like taking a test that you gotta pay for and hoping you can pass it so you don't have to take it again and pay for the class again. You women like getting beat on this y'all loud mouth. Y'all like this quagmire of toxicity, man. You're swimming all in that shit. I guess it's the only place I gotta go. Get out. Just get out the damn pool. Get out the pool of oppression. That's what he said. Come out of it, my people. Where this place is polluted, it shall destroy you with a sword of destruction. Okay?
That infidelity goes into this a Google definition: the action or state of being unfaithful to a spouse or other sexual partner, unbelief in a particular religion, especially Christianity.
And there's a lot of infidelity within from man to woman, but the main infidelity is to us is the how about you on shot, man. Alright? There's no true loyalty to you,
In the etymology, it says want of faith, unbelief in religion, false belief, paganism.
See, there you go. There's a lot of infidelity here. Because the scriptures tell you to treat others how you want to be treated. You can talk to people all kinds of fucking ways, but the moment you go and tell them, shut the fuck up or something like that, they get mad. Curse their kids, all kinds of shit. So we start cursing, I can hear the word. Man, shut up, man. Grow the hell up. But it's infidelity. You're not dedicated to the Lord enough. So you're not balanced, man. Right? If people were confident in the Lord, all right, you would be hard to teach, man. We'll just be reading. You know what I'm saying? And when we give a sister the matter, you should be rolling the crowd. That's proof that it's infidelity out here because they're prophesying to win, man. People should see that and be like, where they at? These parking lots should be full of people with their books out and notebooks out. But the place is full of infidelity. All right?
Because remember, it tell you in Acts, it says that thousands was baptized. Why? Because they had received the word. They received the Holy Spirit. They was listening and taking heed, man. All right? I got a precept too. Hebrews 4:2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard.
Because if you don't have no, that's why we don't have to do burdens and fringes. That's why we don't have to say Christ and all that. We're going to tell you his name. And if you don't accept it, you'll call it niggas that just don't get it. Yeah. All right? This truth is not malleable. All right? It's not where you can say Christ for you. Since you can get a line up and you don't like that. No. There's no excuses up in this truth. There's grace. But there's nowhere you get it's a buffet of what you want to do. All right? You may be in a place where you only can eat ham and steaks. You know, others may be only able to eat veggies. All right? What I mean is you may be in a position, some brothers may have to trim their beard up. But that's a lot on a job situation or something like that. But they can get them butter edge ups, you know, and just what's the word? Being with Babylon. Alright? Agreeing to being with Babylon, man. You're trying to pass that off as being I just can't help myself. Alright? Matter of fact, we go something like that, Proverbs 24:12. Can somebody get that for me? That's what kids like to fucking do, man. They like to play stupid and have their own opinion. And let's get the NLT as well. I got the NLT. You made it first? NLT gonna come over there.
This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 12. If thou sayest, lo, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it, and he that keepeth thy soul?
Yeah, the Most High ponder of the heart. So when you say you knew it not, the Lord checking your mind to see where you at mentally. What you was thinking? Because they get the sin, somebody. That's what Jacob goes back to. They can verbally reason their way out of it, but not with the Most High, man. All right?
And he that keepeth thy soul does not he know it, and shall not he render it to every man according to his work?
That's right. All right, so let's get the NLT off the shot.
Proverbs 24 and verse 12 in NLT, it says, don't excuse yourself by saying, look, we didn't know.
Yeah, there's no excuse for saying, I don't know. Especially as prophets. They got the internet. Go Google. And stop being lazy, man. You guys can roll that blood up. You can work for Esau and do all this madness, but you can't go and research something at your fingertips. You don't got to go to no library. You don't got to go to find the stones concordance. You got apps for that. And you don't know.
Scripture says, watch do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. If it was to hit a lick, it was to hit a bag, or they can spend 24 hours trying to figure it out. But when it comes to sacrificing and serving for the Lord, they walk by it and turn their ear there across the street like, oh, I don't need to hear all that. Lord, no more. They don't hear that.
I don't get it. I don't comprehend what you guys are saying. I don't know. So every word you know, maybe. Alright? It's what you're doing and how you feel about what you're doing. Because you can't be giving grudgingly, you can't be doing this work grudgingly, and you gotta have results, man. You mean to tell me somebody that's omnipotent tell you to go and do something that he's not gonna lay the path for you to be able to do? He controls weather, time, people. And if he tell you to go to Pharaoh and tell him let my people go, he won't fucking do it. It's clearly a threat you could die. You know? But you mean came and Google something. There's no death warrant for that. Just you not being lazy. Oh, I've heard people say all the Old Testament, the thus and they got the NLT, they got translators. You can click on the word and find the definition to the word. Say they got dictionaries. Yeah, there's no excuse. People shall run to and fro knowledge of and Greek. And we're seeing where the bulk of our people are investing their time. Alright, the proof is in the pudding. Okay? If you know more about rap than you know about the Bible, you don't love God enough. You don't love how about Shemi outside enough. That's a fact. Alright? How the hell you gonna say you love your kid, but you're not old they are? Right? You don't know what shoe size they have. Now, how you gonna say you love the Most High, you don't know his laws, you don't know his will, you don't know his way? That's a clear indicator that you haven't been investing in his truth.
You don't know his name.
There you
don't
go,
know his life and his dislike.
There you go.
You don't know his name, but you love God. And you think he loves you. A lot of these people got to show that the Lord really hates them. They got to learn the hatred of the Lord. They got to learn the wrath of the Lord. They think that God is all love. They got to show that the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, he hates. And that they've been living a life that the Lord hates. They've been indulging in activities that the Lord hates. And they were warned about living that type of life, and they didn't take heed. So he got to just show them. We told them, look, the Lord don't like. He said, look, pork is an abomination. Now, you're not supposed to be eating that. They continue to go and eat pork. Being a damn body boy, being an adulterer and an adulteress. All right, that's all abominations to the Lord. And the scripture says, the Bible says he hates all abominations.
Serving other gods, you know, feminists, being a feminist, being a Democrat, being a Republican. Those are different gods. But the required you ask is who serves that? Okay? This is you got yeah, go ahead. Back in Proverbs 54 in verse 12. Don't excuse yourself by saying, look, you didn't know. For Yahweh understands all hearts and he sees you.
Right? In Romans it says, have they not heard? There's barely a sound into all the world. So you can't say you ain't heard about us, man. You can't say you ain't heard this word. You can't say you ain't heard about the judgment that's coming, about the microchip. Okay, you can't say you ain't heard those different things. Because the prophet's been out there hot. It said rising up be times. Rising up, those are warning you people. We've been blowing the trumpet, man. Alright?
He's sorry, you know? He's putting in the movies. There's technology that's out. It's inexcusable, man. You don't want to believe that, but like the brother said earlier, willingly ignorant, man. Alright? It's inexcusable. So we're not going to tolerate Jake coming up saying, well, I don't know what how I'm supposed to go, or you trying to gainsay, or you just, at this point, you're just willingly ignorant. You're trying to be self-destructive. Okay? It says, he who guards your soul knows you. Yeah, he knows us, man. So you can't you can't just say, oh, I didn't know. Oopsie, my bad. Maybe if I would have did it a little bit better. The Lord knows that when you walk past the prophet, like you know you said in your spirit, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yo.
He know in your spirit. He's reading your spirit. When you praying, he know you saying, man, just give me one more day in Babylon, I can be rich in this place. He know your spirit's at, man. That's why when you come to him, you have to have a changing of the mind. You can't come with the old man. You got to put off the old man. You can't still be trying to be a DJ and be in the Lord. Yeah, it says the Lord searches out the reins, man. That's your inner self. That's your desires. That's your soul. He knows what you
really want. That's what he search out. So it don't matter what you portray in front of man or what you say. All right, it's what he knows. He, like you say, he know my heart. He really do, and that's why he be fucking your ass up.
The scriptures say, no God is sacred.
No, I'm just that's why he don't bless you either. You be asking for something. He know you asking for millions of dollars. He know you're a dickhead, man.
Yep.
Well, Bernie Mac said it on Friday. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. He went to go commit adultery with Miss Parker. Okay, yeah, the Lord knows. And then judgment came right after. And that was just the beginning of judgment. A little break in the window.
Yep.
He probably didn't make it home that night, man.
Yep.
Okay? Or if he did, obviously that nigga's dead in real life. Alright, but in reality, alright, you adulterers and adulteresses, y'all not gonna escape. Okay, y'all not about to get away with that. You damn feminists, alright? You Buddhist worshipers, okay? Anybody that's not right with Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna die. Plain and simple.
You're gonna be rewarded for your works. I don't know whether that's not the homeostasis of life. That you get to do the polar opposite
Right.
and get rewarded for the polar opposite.
Right.
I never met a person that don't go to work and get paid. You know what I'm saying? Not no average slave. You don't miss and say I ain't coming in today and your check is you got time and a half for it. So why are you telling yourself that that's the system? Because Christianity told you that bullshit. And they setting you up for a trick bag.
Yep.
Okay? You go ahead.
It's Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
He that doeth the will. It says, he that keeps the commandments perfectly. Verse 8, he that doeth the will. Now that says, do we break the commandments for the will? No, we establish the law. Paul said, man. Alright? But the most prominent thing is the will of the Heavenly Father. Because like I always emphasize that when you get married, you're supposed to take a year off the service. That's a father. You got to put his hand in the fire, looking back, it's not fit for the kingdom. Oh, what do? What do? Prioritize. The Lord calls us to prioritize first. And Peter proved that and said, Lord, we have denied house and home. With the one shall we get? He's telling you, look, man, you deny your family. Alright? We're denying our family's gospel. Okay? To prove our faith to the Lord, man. Okay? We follow the Lamb, whatsoever he goes, man. A lot of you guys are like, I forgot my keys. But what about my kids? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, you got things you understand how the Lord really works. If you might gotta put your family off. Nothing gonna say you do gotta put your family off to really fully be in this truth. But guess what? I bet they appreciate your ass when they not burning in a fucking lake of fire. Because we already know the Lord gonna save you, and he can possibly save your household too. You wanna sit around and put the family first for your job, whatever it's gonna be, so you'll burn up with them putting them first. You put the Lord first, y'all got a chance to make it.
Yeah. And like, imagine everything you prioritize in your life when judgment day comes and Esau got his tanks and his helicopters and you versus him and all you got the things you prioritize is your weapons. You got your woman over here. You got your job. You know what I'm saying? He got like, damn. You got cars. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers got missiles. They got rockets.
Always say when the missiles in the sky, you don't act for something. It don't really matter. You're not doing right. Like that's what I'm working for. The missiles in the sky, you wonder, damn, did I do enough? Did I really give it my all? You don't want to be thinking like that. And last Saturday, I could have been the whole job in the I never told it to this Saturday. You can say it's gonna be a fucked up place with missiles in the sky, and you wondering if you did enough.
He chose to work for Esau on Saturday instead of working for the Lord. And that overtime, the little bit of overtime, you barely even see that shit on your check.
Yeah.
They take majority of that shit. Then you running into all this other shit that you gotta pay for. When you could have been working for the Lord. See, the work that we putting in right now is gonna last for eternity. It says that we're gonna be called the restorers of the breach, the repairers of past to dwell in. That's gonna be a label upon us, Lord willing we endure, man. That label will be upon us for eternity. It says in the book of Revelation that the word do follow them. The Lord is not righteous to forgive their work or their labors of love. This won't be forgotten. Boxing Hall of Fame, that's gonna be forgotten. Basketball, football, Hall of Fame. You, your dumbass, getting employee of the month. That's damn sure gonna get forgotten. Alright? But all the names written in the Hall of Fame, that'll never be forgotten, man.
Yeah, even if it's hypothetical, it can get forgotten. To be, you have your face next to King David's face, mighty. Your face sitting on and burnt. And you try to save the frame of your old picture. You got to employ the money's all burnt up. Business is trash. And then you can be like, oh, that's where you used to work at? Well, and then somebody, where you working? Oh man, I gotta go run Egypt every other month. What was your job?
Right.
I was making boxes throwing like it was like 50 pounds, so it was real heavy.
You got a name tag. What?
Yeah, you had a name tag? Oh, they take a parking spot. Wow. You know? There's no comparison to the reward that we're going to get in the kingdom of heaven. Matter of fact, I want to get this verse because I was holding it earlier. Second Ezra 8 and 52.
It's the second Ezra, chapter 8, and verse 52. It says, for unto you is paradise open. The tree of life is planted. The time to come is prepared. Plenty is made ready. A city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom.
There you go, man. That's what we're trying to strive for. And I don't gotta see it. Let me see before I go over that. No, man. That's called faith, baby. Something hope for the evidence of things not seen. So we just read that he's telling you peace. Alright? How the hell you don't know what peace is? We have peace for like 30 minutes.
You don't get no peace. It says that this is not our rest.
Yeah. Like you can't rest a bit. You can't you can barely meditate like an average human being has went 5 minutes in total peace and silence and just tranquility. You know what I'm saying? You think about a film, you think about your kids, you think about oppression. Yeah, your health. You know, you wake up, back hurting. You ain't in peace. You gotta drink some water first. You know? You know? Talking about you at peace, man. Because you look at your bank account, you stressed out, you shouldn't have a bank account. That's the thing, the kingdom of heaven. Like, what kind of job is necessary? Outside of running the country, what are we going to need money for? How you going to need money? Where's the boast and riches when everybody got it? You know? Like, there's no ride around and trying to shit on somebody because you got bigger rims, you got a big. Everybody's going to be rich in the money. You know? But the whole system of understanding is going to change, man. All right, we're looking forward to that. We don't got to worry about somebody jacking you because everybody got it. And they're putting it on just because they like what they're putting on. Okay?
It says, verse 53, the root of evil is healed up from you.
That's what we're looking forward to. Not dealing with nigga shit. All right? You talking to somebody and you like, you gotta guard your words because you don't know if they're gonna use it against you or manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? All this like fuck shit that we gotta interact with all day, man. You gotta, you come home, the woman looking at you crazy and shit.
You looking at her ass crazy.
You looking at her
What's
crazy.
wrong with this bitch?
Yeah. Sitting in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, you gotta get yourself going. You know?
Been here.
Going at work, getting up.
Take a shot before you get down.
Sitting at the edge of your bed like, damn, bro, do I really need this motherfucker? I need to fly a plane or something looking up aeronomics and shit, whatever you call that shit. Thinking about life. I gotta do this again. They about to supervisor if I'm supposed to get into hell. Because you can make ends meet, everything is kosher. Yeah. He still got you in the head like he's just not giving you a good you. He still got you in that mind. Yeah, you walking around. As long as I'm not getting it anymore, I'm good.
Walking around with this thing.
You
walking around with your ass.
My little shit right here. For good. you're happy because you ain't get the nugget anymore. That's how oppression works, man. It turns your ass into a consumer and you can satisfy. Like they said, people own nothing and they will love it, man. Why? Because of oppression and debt. You know? So when you get a car, as long as you got a car, because it's damn impossible to get one. The prices are so high, but I got credit. So yeah, but I got to pay it off. I'm making enough money to take care of myself, so I must be okay. You know?
It says, weakness in the mouth is here from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten.
That's right, man. Corruption is fled into hell, man. Can we get that word corruption that's not off the shop? That's what we want, man. We want peace, perfect goodness, man. Like, damn, like, like the brother said, we ain't chill a day in our lives, bro. Even as children, man. You know?
So that's right in school, 8 hours a day. That's prison.
Sit down, shut up.
Get in line. Raise your hand.
Don't open you up with some medicine and shit because you like to do backflips. Because they know you're a boy and they dope you up because they want you to sit your ass down. Yeah, give you rhythm and shit.
Talking about you got ADD and shit.
Yeah.
Just active, like a man's supposed to be. You got that testosterone running in your system. They
want you red 40 gummy bears and shit. How you know? Yeah.
This is corruption in the etymology. It says material things, especially dead bodies. Act of becoming putrid, dissolution and decay. Also,
and that's everything in this society, it decayed.
Yeah.
Relationship, that decayed. You know, you had the honeymoon stage. Y'all was all in love, and that shit just started decaying. It was downhill after that.
Yeah.
All right, we were talking about it earlier because marriage is a responsibility before it's an emotional investment. So, and it's flip flop in America where if I don't love him, I'm gonna be with him. No, you're supposed to be saying I either need to be a father or a mother. That's my goal. It's to maximize that life. No, these niggas is trying to say I'm trying to find a soulmate. You know, like you need to find somebody culturally accurate to your lifestyle, man.
Yeah, this bitch told me the other day, she said she's feminine, but she feel like she don't have to be until she find the right man. It don't fucking work like that. These are always men, and that you being feminine if you find a man in a sense. Like, you don't just get to choose when you turn that shit on and off, man.
But that's if you flip it and like, if you as a man, you say, yeah, I'm masculine, but I need the right woman to make me masculine. Otherwise, I like putting on pumps.
Yeah.
You see how crazy that shit sounds?
Exactly,
You
bro.
think that nigga's gonna find the right woman? No. So it's the same, and that's majority's mentality. I'm feminine.
Attractive feminine men. That's all niggas gonna be attracted to it.
Yep.
They gonna say all these niggas is gay. No, that's what you're attracted, man. You walk around like Balrog off the Street Fighter and shit. You know, kind of line up just like it. And gonna tell niggas what to do and wonder why it's always conflict and chaos and you just ain't settled on a natural man. Nobody puts a rose or any beautiful flower and set on top of a brick or a sheet metal. We put it in soil, man. Right? We're supposed to put things where they belong. A woman belongs in a spot, a man belongs in a spot, children belong in a spot. You got kids talking to adults any kind of way because they're not regulated. We got service on horses, man. Everything is just fucked up in this place, man.
Yeah. Because of that, everything is decayed.
Yeah.
It's like when Scar got into rulership over Pride Rock, everything started to decay.
Yep.
Because he wasn't supposed to rule. He wasn't supposed to reign. Alright? He wasn't the right king.
Exactly.
The throne belonged to Simba. As soon as Simba came back, the clouds came with him, rain came with him, life came with him.
Exactly.
And everything was stored back to what? The circle of life.
Yeah.
See, Scar, or Esau Edom, Cain, who has that mark listed on him, right? He's fucked up the circle of life because he's a servant upon a horse or a slave that's in power. So what the Lord is going to come and do is going to kick him off that horse and put him back to the king.
It says, also of the soul, moral,
people are spiritually contaminated. Alright? And the only thing that can heal that is this word. Okay, but they don't want the word. So they're gonna continue to wax worse in that spiritual contamination, man.
Only thing that can heal other than this word, because if you've been washed by the word, the only thing other than that is gonna be fire. Yeah. You gotta use AC on the other side.
Clean you right up.
Clean you up, leave your shadow.
Like Esau messed up. Yeah, I'm gonna let you get it on it, but Esau messed up the homeostasis of the earth. He messed up the homeostasis of communication. He messed up regular homeostasis. That's why you gotta see the clouds and shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like he messes up the flow of natural shit, man. Alright? He goes down to Brazil, all these farms are too loud. I'm out to exterminate. Fucking up the homeostasis of the jungle and shit. You know? Putting lithium poison in the water with the lithium batteries. You know what I'm saying? Poison in the, create a plumbing system, irrigate water from one place to another place, drying out the natural flow. All right? Create dams and water systems.
Why wouldn't you just build the houses where the water is? Why do you have to take this lake and move it to a new?
Yeah. Wait. Now the clouds is like thinking that that's a lake. It's like feed that, but it really supposed to be feeding this. You got tons of fish over here. You just killing
GMO
animals.
fish.
GMO fish.
Nigga put the GMO salmon with the rest of the salmon.
Start
and then GMO salmon start eating the real salmon.
Yeah. Well, y'all said.
Bugged out ass salmon, nigga got a do-rag. He's in the ocean just taking shit.
Jackie crabs and shit. He gets a lot of cigarette halfway hanging out his mouth.
So, Sirach chapter 10, verse 3, an unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. You know, and just grabbing that, like you said, Simba came into Pride Rock, and life came with it. And that's what's going to happen when Esau comes down out of power, Jacob risen up. Life is going to come with that. Righteousness is going to come with that. And everything is going to profit off of the Lord's return. People don't know it, but you need Yahweh Shai, our Lord and our Savior, to return. So that you can get out of this lowest state and all you people. Our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but even you heathens is going to profit off of Yahweh Shai returning. The grass is going to profit, the trees is going to profit, the air, the water, everything is going to profit. Alright? It says in the book of Proverbs 28, verse 20, Proverbs 29 and 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. Obviously, the people walking around with masks, why? Because they're scared of some fucking crazy ass disease coming to kill them, to wipe them out of the earth, man. People walking around with, there's so many different diseases. Why? Because your diet. Why? Because your food is contaminated. Why? Because the air is polluted. Okay? Because the water, all right, has been poisoned. That's why all these people are sick, and then you go into their hospitals and they give you more poison in the form of their, so-called medication, man. All right? So when the Lord returns, when the righteous comes back into authority, the people will rejoice. The whole planet will rejoice and return back to that natural state of balance, of homeostasis, man.
And homeostasis is that complete flow. You know, that complete circle of a flow. Alright, what you got a precept?
This is on the book of Acts chapter 3. Book of Acts chapter 3, verse 20. And he shall send Yahweh Shai, which before was Acts 3 and 20, and he shall send Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which before was preached unto you, whom the heaven must receive until the times of restitution of all things, which the Most High hath spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began.
And that's what we're prophesying about, is a restitution of all things, to restore. Alright? Can we get that etymological word, restore? Because the Lord came to redeem, to restore something. You can't restore something that was never a part of something. Alright? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the ones that's going to be restored. The heathen don't need to be restored because they was never a part of this truth to begin with. All right?
Oh, this is. Go ahead. This is restoring the Edamon online. It says restoring to give back, also to build up again, repair, renew, reestablish.
So what is being reestablished with the so-called Gentiles that are actual heathen? What's being reestablished? They were never a part of this covenant. Okay? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be restored. This earth is going to be restored. Because it's been broken down and beaten through pollution, man. And I tell you what, what's cool, I'm just supposed to be restored. Leave this fucking street unattended. Don't let those cars pass on this street for about 2 months. In the earth, yeah, there'll be all kind of grass and all kind of it start restoring itself. Yeah. The earth will heal itself if this damn so-called white man, if this nigga go to sleep for a year, this earth will look different. I guarantee you, man, the air will be different.
What happened during 2020? The air started clearing up because you didn't have all these cars out here polluting the air. Yeah. Kept the land seven. Yeah. We grow correctly. We need GMO. This devil, he know that. You know, that's why he doesn't honor that. That's how you know who the wicked is. You see, just look at your dollar bill. That'll show you who in charge and who killing you slowly. You see?
Yep, the concept of a dollar bill. Yeah. Right? Because real riches is gold, land, and cattle, man. And it's based off how you maintain it, will show you how rich you will be. Okay? If I got a backyard that's an acre, and I'm being diligent about my land, and I grow hella corn, but then you got a guy next door, he got the same amount of land, but he's being lazy, he's not gonna have an abundance of riches. Okay? And it ain't about riches, but the point is that if you put the work in, you get it. But in this system, they tell you, I'm gonna work you like a slave, but you're just gonna get this. And the only way you get more is if you do what I tell you. You either get an education, kiss my ass, or whatever it takes to keep getting more. Not based off your integrity and your hard work. When you finish your job, me and Tanner could do the same job. And we work with Edomites and so-called white people. They'll be half-ass doing the job. You go hard and do the job, and y'all both get the same check. Not only that, but you probably get a raise over you because he ratting you out because you went to break 5 minutes early. But you did your job and he didn't. He just know how to show up. This system is BS, man. It's corrupted, man. And our people love it so it's irritating. Yeah. How the hell you like Mountain Dew? Like fresh water, bro. Like fresh cantaloupe, fresh watermelon, fresh fruit. It's better than anything, man.
Better than Skittles.
Better than Skittles. You eat a watermelon, your body don't start groaning and getting mad and stuff. And then the brother talking about GMO. Now you got GMO. You eat a watermelon, see what's watermelon. You gotta eat 8 of them just to meet one regular watermelon because the nutrient is deprived.
And they don't have seeds.
Yeah, and they don't have seeds. So you can't regrow them. Alright? Or you get you a steak or something like that. And the steak gets cold. Now you got microwave. You put it in microwave, it's nutrient and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then it's on a styrofoam plate. Now you put chemicals in your body. You know? Like this system is effed up, but it's all our people fell into the trick bag through convenience, man. You know? Like I was watching this when there's a skit from a movie where you know these Edomites are standing in front of the town and the dude was selling a washing machine. And the Edomite was on point. He was like, well, if that's doing that, then what are we going to do? Next thing you know, we're going to need electricity to run that, and now we're going to be working for you. And that's all it is. In order to keep electricity on, you got to go and work. Because the only way you pay for electricity is through the fiat. All right, the only way you buy food. Because the concept of the grocery store is bullshit. It shouldn't be no grocery store. You're just being lazy, man. You should be able to go get up, hunt, go look for a deer, go to a pond, go get some fish. You know, you should have a backyard full of turnips, spinach, I'm saying? It's a whole different mentality when you got to wake up and go get your food, like in a different way. Not Uber Eats, not just drive to the grocery store. Man, was sifting through all the cucumbers and getting your favorite cucumbers.
When we give away the Lord, I did. I'm going to look at another bill for book there about half a cow, quarter cow. That's like $600, $400. But then when you look at the math, when you buy a steak at the grocery store every week, how much you buy? That shit is way more expensive. And that shit is dead. That's the bird, right? I feel like the brother was saying, that's like the cover. Get a serious steak of milk, you'll never eat. Especially if it's a bird. They want to buy a 3-month-old steak. That is already graded. It's been pumped up with chemicals. Now when you eat it, you eat the sadness of that animal. Like,
Now you're depressed.
Like human. You know, and you eating that coke and pain in hell, man.
I'm start talking like Caesar. I put it.
No! You gotta put hell of a season salt in some nigga. Talking about taste game. You know that nigga was conflicted, man. That taste game.
The ground beef and the ground lamb, that'd be a bunch of different lambs put together, a bunch of different cows thrown together, ground turkey, ground chicken, that's a bunch of different chickens and turkeys just smashed into a damn package. And that's what the Lord didn't put us on this earth to eat our food packaged. The Lord got bigger plans for his children than to fucking work for their whole life. It's to the point where people can't even afford to retire at 65 and 67.
Yeah.
You have to keep on working, otherwise you're gonna be out on the streets. Old as out on the streets, man. So that shows you that the system is broke.
How you dedicate your life to the system and you got the integrity to take care of you.
Yeah. But like you said, brother, now they're making it illegal to even be homeless.
So it's like you can't even not have a crib. You know, you gotta get one of these sitters. They talk, man, you can't go in the wilderness and lay down. They're gonna come find you and break your tent up.
Tax your ass.
Yeah. Then you got a permit to sleep out here. Like,
This nigga's crazy. This nigga's out his mind.
But he'll send billions of dollars to Israel. Hunting the homeless down.
Hunting homeless niggas. He made them homeless.
Yeah,
He put them in a position. He brought the drugs into the neighborhood. He put them on opioids. All right. He made these conditions, and now he's telling you, I have the solution. And he created all the problems, and ultimately the solution is that Michael C. here, man.
So going deeper to his case. That's our reason Wi-Fi system is the Lord, man. We go to that cave, so we can more and more reception. You know, if you want, I know life is hard, but it can be easier if you just do this. You take another step next thing you know, you don't know where you at. It's dark as hell, man. That's how Esau gets you through convenience, man. Where he uses oppression and he provides his own way out. He created his own way out, but it's not a real way. Okay? I'm quite sure when feminism came in the 1950s and independent women, that was the way out for the income, man. You know, all you gotta do is sign up for this thing. Now you gotta read the because that whole concept was confusing. At first, if you were on Section 8, they were asking. That's how I first started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were asking the man and the woman. You have a baby and chemicals on certain. Right? And then, during the 1950s, then Planned Parenthood came in and contracepted. How did they come up with that technology? German scientists, Nazi German scientists, the same motherfuckers that say that was the evil of the world, took all these scientists and came with LSD project, paperclip. That was Nazi German scientists. Going, that's how you get Ritalin and all that. Who was doing all that, man? How was they finding out Ritalin works? Shoving it into the average black American, man. Why would the average black American do it? They weren't using a 5-minute 2 minutes because they knew he couldn't afford it, right? So you want to run there and That's how they found out how business works. That's how they found out how Planned Parenthood works. I mean, not Planned Parenthood, but Planned B, right? And birth control and all that. Yep. What you running talking about, they didn't told you to drive, now you got freedom, you got the hours because you can kill a baby. So now you feel like you can do what you want. No, you're a murderer and you're an idiot, man. You're a traitor. Honest, right? A lot of first-time people are traitors. They go back to the same time during the Thessalonians now. First they are traitors, man. The same days out in Babylon, running to Babylon, serve they died. Jeremiah and Isaiah telling they to repent, man. That's the same spirit, same image, man. That keep trying to run to these other kingdoms and serve their God through their culture, man. Alright? Our people do it every fucking day. But they don't pray their Most High and say, bless me. I wonder why I'm oppressed. You know? Brother, that's a precept to bring out.
They can get that Romans 8 that says that all creation waits for the manifestation of the sons of the Heavenly Father. Somewhere in Romans 8 it says that the creation is groaning, waiting for Yahweh Shai to return and for his sons to be lifted up.
I got a precept that this that was earlier. John 6 and 63. The Lord is life, right? It says it is the spirit that quickens. The spirit is his word and the will of the heavenly Father, right? The flesh is nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Right? Not be not no, not love, not any kind of democracy, making them great again. That's not life. That's right? This world leads to death. It'll destroy things. Yeah?
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 22. It says, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also.
Yeah, the whole creation, the creation of all the people. I ain't talking about bricks and grass, right? So we're the Lord's creation as well. The animals are grown with animals that's got like fucking parasites on them all over. Yeah. You know, you got animals leaving their habitat. All right. You got people leaving their natural roots. Okay.
It says, and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit. Even we ourselves grow within ourselves, waiting for the adoption to wit, the redemption of our body.
Right, so we wait for salvation, we wait for that new body, man. Where there's no back pains, no leg pains, that you ain't stressed out to do evil. Alright?
Yeah. There's no corruption. Going back to that second address, corruption is past. What does corruption mean? It means to decay. So our bodies that were in decay won't decay. You're not gonna lose your hair. You're not gonna lose your teeth. Okay? You're not gonna get old and wrinkly. All that's gonna pass away and be gone forever for the Israelites. Starting with the elect, man. Alright, we're gonna eat pure food, drink pure water, breathe in pure air, and you niggas don't want it. You niggas want a Hellcat. You niggas rather get a Hellcat than everlasting life. You niggas rather get a job or a record deal or a contract, okay, than ruling the earth in righteousness. I'm the creator. That's what we're here for. That's why he made us. He made us to rule. It says that he made man to be immortal. That's still the plan. Just back or on that path to immortality. Alright? We lost an immortal state. Why? Because Eve went off.
Hey, I was crazy. I was thinking of the little board game Candyland, right? You know how you pull that card and you can go up the ladder, but the Lord sent us on the long route. We gotta go all the way around until we get to the top, man. We got to fail. Yeah. Yup.
I got a precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 53. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. You know? So we're not going, we're leaving this corruptible, everything, not only our bodies, but that's like the seal of the deal to make us incorruptible. You know what I'm saying? But the kingdom, you know, because ain't gonna be like we gotta work and we gotta in 5 years I'm gonna be this and ain't no like we're gonna be living the dream. We ain't gonna be chasing nothing, man. All right, so there is no failure, no like no. We just gonna be in our perfect state, man.
It ain't gonna you went to college and thought you was gonna be this, and then you switched your majors, and now you back, and now you in all this debt and didn't get a job in either one of the fields you started.
Like no, you guys are gonna be imminent. You know, these arms heavy for dumb ass shit. Your ass gonna know like if you gonna have a woman, ain't no, and you ain't gotta worry about the corruption of your relationship, the decaying of your relationship. You don't gotta worry about the decaying of your body, you know, the decaying of food, nutrients. All right, eat like we say, game deer. You know, we're gonna be getting the first fruits of all the nations, man. Okay, we ain't gotta worry about them, man. We gotta wait till they bring the ginger. Like how many for the stock, we gotta chase IMO for the horseradish one. You know, no, we just gonna get it in abundance.
Bring it at us, because they know the side. It's second Ezra 4:26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteth fast to pass away. It cannot
This is on its way out.
Yeah.
All right? I was discovering it's different.
We got down something on it. It's moving.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He said he wasn't gonna do shit. He's doing shit. He said he wasn't gonna do shit. He's doing shit.
Operation Warp Speed.
It says, it cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmity. Because there it is, the Lord gave us, like he said, we was meant to be immortal. We was meant to rule. We was meant to have our land. We was meant to be over the heat. But this world, man, that is full of infirmities and what do they say? Infirmities and unrighteousness, they can't comprehend that. But everybody wants peace. Everybody want to try to make ends meet and all this and that, but it ain't gonna happen until we receive our promises, until we in a rightful rulership through the Spirit of God. That's something they can't comprehend.
It's like your body being lacking a certain nutrition. You can keep eating something, but you're not gonna get that fill. So our people is chasing peace, but they're not getting the fill because they haven't actually gotten to that true place of peace, man. All right, so they keep on trying to find it through what? Let me get a video game. Let me get a woman. Let me get a car. Yeah. I done did it all. And I find it, what they tell you, I find out that it's basic things in life. The same that the Lord made good relationships. You can trust. You know what I'm saying? You know? Like that, you'll start finding that simple thing. They tell you. It's celebrities, man. That's why a lot of them get all drugged up, man. Because they did all that to get to the top of the mountain. They realized the shit that they had at the bottom was what it was worth, man. Them genuine friendships. You know?
Yeah.
You sitting there with your partner, so-called homie, y'all cracking the jokes and laughing, not having a worry in the world. You know? Now you worry about, I gotta find $130,000. I gotta put my money in the Swiss account. I gotta keep making this money. You know, I gotta steal from this person. Capitalism, man. Now you're part of the capitalist machine, where you gotta serve an abundance of meat every day. That is not right. That's not normal to have to be forking in and slaughtering that many cows. And then everybody ain't gonna eat it. but you gotta make everybody want to eat or feel that it's normal to have that amount of resources being pumped into these places every fucking day. Ain't that much land, gold, like ain't that much food in the world, man. One decent steak should hold you over for the day, man. But Jake is consumers. Yeah, insatiable, man. And Esau puts you in a place where there's liberty to be insatiable. You know, and he encourages. Go, oh, you don't like that man? Go leave him and get another man until you find the right man. That's insatiable.
Never ending cycle.
You know, he said, give us this day our daily bread, man. All right? And we're supposed to be content with that. All right? A lot of our people don't know how to be content. Y'all not content. 2020 well, niggas can't be content with themselves, man. You gotta go to a club, you gotta watch a movie. You can't sit and deal with your family. Tom Brady showed you that. He retired, went back, came back, fuck that. I had this whole drive, he had this whole drive with his family. He went home, got to his family, I'm like, hell no. I'm about to go stick to my dreams. You know? Anybody got something? Shut.
Birds, man, y'all gonna fall after Esau, man. You know, this is John 8:44. You are your father the devil. The lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie of his own. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he's a liar and the father of it. You know, because y'all lust after Esau. Y'all want the cars, money, the cars, and clothes, all that. You know, like the other was going into. Y'all had that insatiable spirit. Y'all adopted that spirit, man. Y'all insatiable as well. Y'all worse than them. Jake be eating 4 steaks a day. You know, that's supposed to hold you over. That's supposed to kill you.
Yeah, Jake be doing mukbangs.
Mukbang. Oh yeah, it was a lady on TikTok. Like she was eating like all the Alaskan king crab, all the seafood, and like over time, after a while, she gained weight. Like bad. She was already big, but now she's bigger.
Yeah.
Scriptures talk about an excess of meats bring forth sicknesses, right? And you got people overindulging. You got people overindulging in all these all this food, like the brother was just talking about. You got a woman having mukbangs, getting big as fuck, eating all these unclean foods. What's gonna come to her body? Parasites. She's defiled. She's just out here.
Yeah, there's a lot of side effects, and it's never good. Like the brother said, you got parasites, the food unclean, you got dyes. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit when you really get into Esau. A lot of people don't scrutinize it. I'm going to read this. Ecclesiastes 10:6 says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. You know, and the folly, really it's Esau, but even folly in itself. Like, now, whoever could twerk the best would be the most popular motherfucker in the city, man.
Making money.
You know, whoever killed the most niggas would be the most popular nigga in the city. Right? That's how it is. All right? Folly is setting great dignity in his place, man.
But learning the ways of the Lord is war. It's not fun. There's no hype in that. You know, but what you're really saying is you want to die. That's pretty much what he's saying. Because these brothers up here talking about peace, that's Yahushua. That's why the brother just said you need Yahushua. And you people reject him. You love Jesus. But Jesus ain't going to save you. Jesus going to be judged. Shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's funny.
He going to be judged. You people, you so-called Latino people of America, you really have a savior and you reject him every day by the way you think, by the way you eat, the way you act. You are embarrassment, man. And you don't have no thought process about what's going to come with that. Yeah. There's a price to pay for everything you say, do, and think, man. You see?
They don't think there's no repercussions. In Galatians it says, the Lord is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. It's judgment time, man. So in that same Galatians it says, let us not be weary and well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Yeah. Folly is saying great dignity. Now every nigga, it's not even about trying to hoop no more. It's about trying to be a streamer. Who can be the goofiest? Yeah. Who can do the best pranks? And you be just dumb at these women. They're not trying to be singers and whatever the fuck they were actresses. They want to be OnlyFans models. That's the whoever got the biggest butt cheeks. All right, these bitches making hella money because of their butt cheeks.
He's trying to say, you know what? He's a capitalist, so they're gonna say, "Oh, I can give you some big buck cheeks." You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you that it's cool to get them. Now you out here looking like a chicken drum and shit because your thigh to ass ratio don't match. You know?
That nigga Drake, he had that song, Is There More? He reached the top. He reached the pinnacle, and he's like, this is it? Bitches on a yacht, and their booties don't come in proportionate size? Like, this is what it's for? I did all that. He did all that selling out, all that damn body shit to get here, and it's a bitch, her legs don't match her ass. He's on a yacht, and the bitch legs don't match her ass, and you just gotta ask. You just gotta deal with it.
You talking about dumb, like shit that you like, this bitch dumb.
She's an airhead.
Yeah.
You know she done been passed around, and she only there because you got some bread. Like you said, it's not a genuine. They say the best things in life are free. Okay?
Now
you got all that.
You're on a yacht in your bedroom crying and shit because you ain't got no friends. You know, but you got a yacht full of people.
Wow.
You know, the guy only nice to you because you tip. She only nice to you because you pay her. This person only nice to you because you give them. Now you're looking for love and stuff. But that's the people who cutthroated for the bread.
Yeah.
You know?
You already burned bridges to get over there on that side, and now you can't even start to build because you ain't got nothing to build with, man.
Yeah.
But you stuck on that island. You stuck on Idiot Island, man.
This Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Right. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
And that's this world. This world promotes is feeding the flesh. Feeding the flesh. If it feels good, do it. Hungry, or wait. YOLO. Live fast, die young. Alright? That deadly monster, do as thou wilt. You know? Whatever feels good. And that's why we're supposed to hate this fucking place, man. Alright? Because it's all flesh. It's all carnal. It says to be carnally minded is not of the Lord. It's enmity with the Most High. To be carnally minded is death. That's what this place promotes. Death. And in 1 John it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world, because of the world is nothing but the love of the flesh. It's the lust of the eyes. Roughly paraphrasing.
And I got a precept in regards to the 2/3 in this situation. It says 2 Ezra 9:11, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. You know, that's what's going on. And it's a beautiful quagmire because the Lord gave us liberty. And to choose him now is a true establishment of faith or true statement of faith. Because we don't have to. And we got reason to Esau got fucking computers. He's able to transplant organs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He could visually create things. He's coming up with all kind of concepts to play God, man. All right? He's trying to sit on the throne as the Most High, and he's coming up with all these concepts, controlling life, death, laws, all that, man. And we still choose the Lord, and it's a negative connotation that comes with that from this false God that's ruling this earth. All right?
You can't be God. All right?
You can't be him. You can't stop the common cold from flowing through this motherfucker.
Right.
That's it right there. It's a constant reminder. Every day you get older. You know? When you fucking get up, your knee pop. That's a constant reminder that you ain't God.
What a man.
Yep.
This is
beat your ass like Leonidas did, old boy, just to let you know that you could bleed.
Yeah.
You know?
It's Galatians 5:16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Yeah, and that's how you're supposed to get out that trick, man, because Esau and his wiles is non-stop, man. His wiles is non-stop every day, every second of the hour. When you wake up, man, there's a cell phone. That's his wiles. All right, your woman program, that's his wiles.
Yeah.
All right? We're waking up to the wiles of the devil every day. And you're supposed to wake up and pray. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to give him the first fruits of your labors. And that'll counteract all the wiles of the devil by putting on the armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
It says that in Romans 13. Let us put on Yahweh Shai HaMashiach and make no provision for the flesh. Meaning you don't feed it, man. All right?
But the churches don't tell you. They don't tell you not to feed the flesh. They tell you go ask the Lord and he'll give it to you. Because they'll mangle scriptures and say you could do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So yeah, you could pray for another husband.
That's crazy.
You know? Just consuming. The average Christian only knows how to consume. They don't know how to say thank you to the Lord. They don't know how to ask, what do you need me to do? Yeah. All right? To fulfill your will. It's always, I need this, I need that, I need this. If only I get this, only I get that. Indulging in the flesh, man. That's why you don't get anywhere. That's why you don't have a real relationship with it. Nobody want to be in a relationship like that. I wake up every time my woman wants something. You don't ask me how I'm doing. You don't cook no food. You don't do nothing. But you always want something.
Take.
Yeah.
Leeching.
Yeah. Nobody wants a relationship like that. So why would you treat the person you love the most like that? Or so you say you love them the most.
Right. But going back to what the brother just read, you reap what you sow. You get in what you put out, man. Or, yeah, you get out what you put in.
Yeah, we follow.
Yeah. So you're not, Lord, you think you're gonna get spiritual powers because you wore fringes?
Yeah.
You wasn't praying. You wasn't out here serving and pushing this ministry, pushing this word. You just got fringes on a couple t-shirts. And nigga think you're gonna get saved. Now we really presenting our body as a living sacrifice so we can get a new body. He's giving us this life for an immortal life, man. That's what he requires of us. He requires that we love him with all our heart, all our spirit, and all our soul. He wants our all.
You couldn't put off the pride of life, but you deserve spiritual powers. Your ass couldn't stop being a commanding general, but then you get blessed with no. The Lord said he goes to meet the contract, man. Like the people that took oaths and took L's when they didn't have to. Like Yahweh Shai is a perfect example. He took hella L and they didn't have to, man. But not very bang, his sin, that's everybody else's sin. The average nigga was like, hey, mine. That's for him. But Yahweh Shai took that burden, man. Got hated on for people for trying to help people. Slandered. The average nigga couldn't go through 5 minutes of that. Let's take somebody have you fucked up. You gonna make sure nigga got that corrected. That wasn't me. I ain't do that. I did this. I actually tried. It's proof. I never done it. I'll show you. You don't care about the results. It's not getting everybody go down. As long as I'm rectified. You know?
Well, that's the reason why a lot of men don't come into this. When you hear about the multiple wives, keeping your kids straight, that even with the commandments sound good, then when it comes time to bear your cross, when it comes time to go through tribulation like Yahweh Shai, that's when niggas be like, oh, I don't know about this no more. You ain't, y'all, but we did tell you about this though. That's the balance of this walk. Yeah. That'd be somebody. That's always a nigga excuse who want to leave like, well, no, this ain't. It's always something. It's always tribulation or it's always hell. It wasn't hell when the Lord blessed you with the new job, the new whip, when He brought you out of debt. It wasn't then. It was cool. You call Lord your house for Hashem Yahushua. But like I said, when it comes time to catch hell, you will see what spirit of man really got.
Yeah, and that wisdom will try you. You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord's an avenue of the Lord's process of edification is wisdom, man. Okay? This is Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. Just to land back off what the brother was saying, you know, because everybody gonna go through the tribulations, you know, but even with us, you know, going through it, it says make not haste in the time of trouble and trust in the Lord. So going through whatever we got to go through, we just got to trust in the Lord and believe that He's going to deliver us out of any situation. That's what it says in the book of 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says that He'll make a way able to escape. You know, roughly paraphrasing stuff.
This is Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Right, man? So through much tribulation we enter into the kingdom of the Lord, man.
So the Lord's going to triumph. He's going to put up his spirit, man. He's going to take things away from you. What does the scripture say? It say, he that gave his life shall lose it, or he that loses his life for my sake shall gain it.
I got you. So this is it's John 8. Wait, no, this is not John 8. Hold on, I just said.
There's one in Matthew 16, I believe. But just backing up what the brother was saying, man, we gotta lose this life, all right? In order to gain real life. It's not even. This is some bullshit. This is smoke and mirrors. What do you have here, man?
This is not real life.
Moses gave up the riches of Egypt. He was on top. All you gotta do is give up, bro, the little shit that you got. What do you have here? Fucking apart. I'm not saying go homeless. All you got is just saying, you know,
These pilgrims.
be a pilgrim, man. Not getting your mind stuck in this place. Okay?
Yeah.
You do what you do. The Lord give us our daily bread to get by. We need roofs over our head. We need vehicles to get around. We need food in our stomach. Giving up this world that's an easy. See, Kanye said he sold his soul to the devil. It was a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal. All right, the Lord has, you know, said that we was bought with a price. All right, that's an easy deal for us. Wait, hold up. You say if we serve you and dedicate our life towards you, you're gonna give us everlasting life. You're gonna give us rulership, joint heirs with you, crowns and thrones and servants and women and a bunch of children, and you're gonna give us all this, and all we have to do is serve you. It's our reasonable service.
Yeah.
That's an easy deal. And it's not, look at Kanye now. They got blonde hair, fucking bugged out. This nigga's on child support. And his baby mama got more money than him.
Get lipo and shit.
She's always under the needle. She had the fat ass, then they took the fat ass, then she put it back on. She don't know what, she just switching ass like his pants. And that's what he sold out for. His daughter's a bug out on TikTok. He has no control over them.
Yep.
No authority.
He got all the riches, but still going through the burdens of an average nigga.
A regular nigga.
I tell you on child support.
Curses.
Niggas on child
You made it, but you're on child support, right?
What the hell?
Damn.
That's trash.
That's a crappy deal.
That's a crappy deal, man. That's what we get in the kingdom of heaven. We on child support. That's no shit.
That's not gonna
That's the whole point of winning, man.
You don't be no baby mamas. All right, yeah, man. My baby, we in the kingdom. Everything's perfect, but you got a baby mama. She's with some nigga. I'm not. Come on now.
Talking bad about you on the
Can I get my kids today?
She on the T app.
Yeah.
We got a crown and a throne. You run a hall. You run a city. This bitch talking shit about you. Come on now.
He gotta work all day. He gotta go watch Egypt all day. Can't get his
that CEO that went to the game with the
Oh yeah, the Coldplay concert.
yeah, he got caught and shit. Like an Israelite in the kingdom of heaven, that word be us in the position we just wait.
tip our crown.
You know, tell her, look, wave, man. Put your head down. You know what I'm saying? Wave. We're gonna be at peace.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go. We ain't gonna be on no horseback or whatever and looking over our back and we Israelites and we decked out too much. You know, we go wherever we want. Like a dingy blind. You know, in the middle of you know, it could be a war.
Yeah.
We walk through it, everybody park. It's like forget the lady when they was going to war, she was so beautiful they stopped fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't that
We walk by, you so beautiful, everybody stop fighting. You know, so that's when we walk through, we can go anywhere, man. That's peace. That's peace. You know, that's the place you would want to be, and it beats flat screen TVs. It beats
PlayStation.
You know, high carb macaroni and cheese. You know, like Jake be doing all that shit for the. You know, they be sitting there eating meals and just tasting every meal. You did all that to eat all that trash. You can't even. That's like you. Like they say, don't let no crown of rosebuds pass us by. So now you just not.
Yep.
You go out to order every meal on the menu just to see how it tastes.
Yeah,
Because your ass gonna die soon.
There's a nigga that every week he ordered them fucking crumble cookies. And they ain't nothing but sugar. Big ass cookies too, man. Nothing but sugar. He eating 6 a fucking week, man. At least 6. That nigga gonna lose his, he gonna lose his mind, lose his teeth. All that sugar gonna start hitting everything.
Alzheimer's, cancer.
We're not gonna have to worry about regulating none of that stuff in the kingdom. The body's is gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
And the food, the diet's gonna be on point, and the food is gonna be untampered with, man.
Yeah.
So if I want a cookie, then I'm gonna eat a cookie.
Yeah.
The cookie ain't gonna be over injected with sugar and shit.
It's gonna be made right.
Processed foods. Processed foods is exactly that. It's been processed. It came out the ass already, and it's in the form of a gummy bear or a Cheeto. That motherfucker already went through the teeth, the machine to grind it up, went through to pull out certain nutrients and to separate certain things. And it went through a whole processed food, and you're just eating the flavor of it. You know, barely got remnants of nutrients because they probably took all the vitamin C out the meat and then put it in the capsules so they could sell you vitamin C because you're vitamin C deficient because there ain't enough vitamin C in the food. So now you got to buy the steak, you know, or whatever has vitamin C in it. You got to buy an orange and the vitamin C pills because they drained all the vitamin C out the orange and shit. You know, like they do weird shit like that, man. You know, just like they get you sick and give you the cure. Okay?
And don't even be the cure. It's a band-aid.
Yeah, it just
It's a
numbs
band-aid
it.
on a bruise.
They put a law to say that you can't use natural remedies or demonize it or just outright kill you.
Misinformation.
Yep.
Putting all the misinformation on it just to discourage you from trying to heal yourself naturally. Our bodies is made up of the earth. So you got to go into the earth to heal the body. It's a very simple concept.
And the scriptures tell you that the medicines come from the earth, man.
Right.
They also tell you that the doctors, if they can't heal you, they normally pray to the Most High. All right? And the doctors don't believe in the Most High. That's a...
It's Second Esdras, chapter 2, and verse 13. It says, "Go, ye shall receive. Pray for few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch."
Yeah. If we meant to have fun here, be chilling here, what we praying for a few days for? Nah, we trying to get the hell out of here so things can so everything can heal. Us, the earth, the water, the air, so everything can get healed and get restored like we mentioned earlier, man.
But you got to see it far off.
Yes.
It makes everything easier when you see it far off. But when you're sensual and living in the moment, everything in the moment is going to seem more important to you. And, oh my God, what am I going to do? I got no food. Like the Lord going to take care of you, man. You know? Like you worry about your kids and shit and your family. Like the Lord will give you another family like he did Job, man.
You're going to have, families. You're going to have that in abundance.
The right way, though.
Yeah.
You gotta look at your kid, wonder if he's gonna be a fuck up or not. Shit.
Ain't no DNA test.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Infamil, Similac and shit.
Goddamn
You know?
formula. Baby on formula.
Yeah. Breast milk not producing right.
Baby drinking
know?
protein powder.
Yeah.
Infant.
Creatine. That nigga on creatine. He had the big jumper hit that.
Put you wake up, he doing push-ups.
Get up, boy. Get up, younger. Get up, younger.
Hell no.
Get some.
Get some.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. That was a beautiful piece of it.
God.
Yeah, hey, we got a simple end off. We gonna say it straight like this. With that being said, we're gonna give all praises
Until Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
I want to give double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth, sincerity, and a sincere Habathum Sequoiam. Shalom.
Shalom.
That's crazy. Why y'all doing that? Why can't you do